Hello and welcome to another episode of our webinar. Today we will be talking about effective strategies for hyperpigmentation that take into account your skin's pH and layering different actives. My name is Anutu Bagere and I have a PhD in bioengineering. I have studied the biology of skin with respect to DNA and proteins for over a decade now, and using that knowledge and expertise to understand and bring to you today what it means to take care of your skin the best way possible. Let's talk a little bit about hyperpigmentation. Whether it is dark spots, melasma, or pigmentation, hyperpigmentation on your skin manifests in so many different ways. And by understanding what is the root cause of this, it can really help you find different strategies for each of these problems. Now, if you don't know how to understand what is causing your hyperpigmentation, go back and listen to episode 1 and 2 of our hyperpigmentation series, where we go in depth into what could be the causes of hyperpigmentation and what chemicals or actives you could use to treat them. In this episode, we will be covering what is the pH of your skin and how does it impact the layering of your actives, and how can you use the pH of your skin and these actives to create an effective treatment plan for yourself. Which mean for your skin. The initials pH, if you remember from high school chemistry, stands for power of hydrogen or potential of hydrogen. Now, both of these terms are correct. It is basically a measure of hydrogen ion content in a solution. Now, the pH scale measures how acidic or alkaline a product is, and compared to pure distilled water, which is neutral at pH 7. Only wet substances will have a measurable pH. Now, the skin's pH, you might ask, is not liquid. So what does this mean? The skin's pH is actually the pH on the skin's surface from the moisture within the skin, and the acid mantle, which is the part of the protective barrier on its surface. Hair, for example, has no pH that we can actually measure. Now, the acid mantle on your skin is a fine film layer. It's slightly acidic, made from skin oils, sweat, and dead cells. It's one means the skin uses to protect itself from bacteria, moisture loss, and environmental damage. Pollutants, harmful bacterium, contaminants are normally alkaline in nature, so a slightly acid skin surface helps fight off each of these harmful elements and prevent them from entering into and damaging your skin. Now, maintaining the acid mantle is recommended for good skin health. When the acid mantle of your skin is damaged, it takes approximately 14 to 17 hours to repair itself, assuming that no other damaging products are applied to it, deepening that damage. Right? So remember, any wrong product that you apply that actually damages your skin acid mantle sets you back by 14 to 17 hours for your skin to repair. And you don't want to keep doing this on a regular basis, because this can lead to more permanent damage where your skin cannot repair itself from. Now, a damaged acid mantle leads to a number of skin issues, all the way from overly dry skin to dehydration in your skin, overly oily skin, flaky skin, acne, sensitivity, etc. Now, it would require another webinar to really detail all of this. So let us know in the comments below if you want us to go in depth into what your acid mantle is, and when it is destroyed, what it could do to your skin. But incorrect pH products can contribute to acid mantle degradation and increases in acne-causing bacteria on the skin. We'll cover more of this as the session goes on. The pH scale. What is the pH scale? It goes from 0 to 14. This covers most wet substances and certainly all skincare products. Now, acids have pH values under 7. They're more acidic than water, which is at pH 7, right? Alkalis have pH value over 7. They're more alkaline than water, which is called a base. If a substance has pH value of 7, It is neutral like water, which means it's neither an acid nor a base. Now, the difference between each whole value pH level represents a tenfold change. What does this mean? This means, for example, a cleanser with a pH of 6 is 10 times more alkaline than a cleanser with pH of 5. And a cleanser with pH of 7 is 100 times more alkaline than one of 5. Now, because of this, only a few units of pH can really make a big difference in how your skin reacts to a product. Now, below I will show you some examples of components that you might have come across in your day-to-day life that could be at pH ranging all the way from 14. So let me know if you want any more information about that. Skin and the acid mantle. Newborn baby skin has a neutral pH of 7. Within a few months, it adjusts to a more normal pH of 4.5 to 5.5, enabling it to be more resistant to bacteria. Now, adult skin is normally slightly acidic, a range of 4.5 to 5.5. Different body areas can differ in pH, and disease and acid mantle damage can really alter the pH of your skin. But the preferred range for facial skin is pH 4.5 to 5.5. Now, those with skin disease, skin problems, and stressed skin usually have a skin pH of over 6. Aging skin, stressed, and damaged skin have a more difficulty maintaining a correct pH. As skin pH is elevated closer to pH 7, it becomes less and less able to function optimally and to kill bacteria. This allows acne-causing bacteria to multiply rapidly on the skin's surface. Now, acne bacteria are found on everyone's skin, even if you never have a pimple in your life. The damaged skin is unable to fend off the excess bacteria, and they multiply rapidly. Bacteria growth is very slow at pH 5.5 or less, but a slight shift upward towards the alkaline levels causes a marked increase in the reproduction and lifespan of acne-causing bacteria. So if your skin is at a higher pH, anything over 6, as damaged skin often is, the acne-causing bacteria can multiply much easier and faster, often faster than your skin can handle. So skin pH is one main contributor to damaged skin or even to acne. So skin pH also has an effect on how easily irritated your skin is, how well it ages, and how it deals with products and environmental stress. This is why it's recommended that you cleanse skin with mild, non-irritating products as close to the skin's natural pH as possible. Now, many commercial cleansers are highly alkaline, which also changes the skin's pH to alkaline levels on the skin's surface for a short time. Many alkaline cleansers are in the same pH range as baking soda, and some are nearly as high as ammonia. Now, this is very harsh on your skin and can lead to increased irritation, acne, moisture loss, skin aging, discoloration, etc. Now, as your skin gets more and more damaged, it's unable to heal itself, and the damage that your broken skin caused is left behind. And sometimes this can be the cause of hyperpigmentation, where you end up with blemishes that have been caused by the pimples that basically broke your skin. So if a product has a high pH and a considerable percentage of high detergent, such as sodium lauryl sulfate, or irritant like peppermint oil or menthol, because of the pH destructive activity on the acid mantle, the detergent can contribute to even more damage than it would have if the product pH was closer to 5.5. It literally takes a split second for an alkaline product to degrade the skin barrier enough for an irritant or damaging detergent to penetrate. Some people can handle this damage better than others, but long-term daily use on skin can really contribute to long-term issues on all skin types. So as skin ages or the barrier function degrades, it has more difficulty dealing with this type of stress. So even when the skin readjusts to its more normal pH, which is between 4.5 to 5.5, it is already damaged, irritated, and stressed. And the damage recovery involves longer time healing and leaving behind scars like blemishes and dark spots, and just for the acid mantle to repair itself, anywhere from 14 to 17 days. Now, continued long-term damage, stress, and mild irritation can prevent the skin from maintaining its best pH level of 4.5 to 5.5. Now, with time and increased damage, it may lead to stay at the 6 range or even higher. As skin becomes healthier, its pH value lowers and acne growth lowers, your blemishes lower, as well as any of the actives that you're applying to your skin have a better effect by getting absorbed better into your skin. So that's how your skin starts to become more normal and regulated. So it's very important to understand the pH of your skin, where it is at today, and how can you bring it back and keep it at 4.5 to 5.5 if it is higher. If not, if your skin pH is around 5 up to 5.5, then that's amazing. You're doing a great job, and continue doing what you're doing. Let's get into the exfoliating powers of acids. Now, acids, as I mentioned, is at a lower pH, below 7, and these often help you bring your skin back to its healthy pH levels between 4.5 and 5.5. But it's very important to understand how to use these actives, how to use these acids, and really be cautious about starting slow and maintaining your ability to handle these acids over time. Now, the acids that are commonly used in skin treatments are AHAs, BHAs, THAs, TCAs rather, and are all pH dependent. The lower the pH, the more effective the acid is on the skin. It will work better, penetrate better, deeper, and with more concentrated effect. It can also be more irritating because it's, of course, more powerful, right? So when an acid product is formulated with a pH below 2, all of its acid percentage is essentially free or available to work effectively on skin. What does this mean? So let me give you an example. A 20% lactic acid product at a pH of 1.9 has 20% of the lactic acid free or available to work on your skin. This is referred to as the free acid value, or FAV. Sometimes you get to see these in a lot of, people talk about these in blogs and other places. Now, as pH is raised closer to 7, less acid is free and the acid's effectiveness is weakened. So for a true understanding of the strength of your acid product, you need to know the acid percentage in the product and the pH. So AHAs like glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid, malic acid, citric acid, tartaric acid, etc. are basically ineffective over pH 4. To exfoliate the surface of the skin, the pH must be below 4 and the product percentage must be over 5%. So 5 to 8% with a pH of 3 to 4 is the minimum level for daily use of AHA. This will not treat scars or rebuild collagen. Now, BHAs or salicylic acid are also basically ineffective over pH 4. To exfoliate the skin and unclog pores, the pH must be below 4 and the product percentage must be over 1%. 1 to 2% with a pH of 3 to 4 is the minimum level for daily use BHA. Now, skin with very clogged pores might need a higher concentration, maybe even up to 5%, and a lower pH than 4 with salicylic acid. A pH test strip or litmus strip will give you the pH. You could buy some with lower pH range. Not all strips go from 1 to 14, and you don't need them to because you don't want to be measuring anything over 7, hopefully. And strips will not be as accurate as a true electronic pH gauge, but for home use and for you to know this base level information, it'll be close enough. Products and wait times. Now, pH affects the skin, affects the acid you use and how it works. Another consideration is to not disturb an acid while it's on your skin, which can alter pH and affects its action on your skin. Generally speaking, an acid is effective for approximately 20 to 30 minutes on the skin surface. After that point, the skin pH has risen enough to lessen the exfoliation action on the skin, and the acid is effectively neutralized by your skin. Now, during this 30-minute time frame, the acid is working at effective levels. Anything applied after 30 minutes will not really hamper the effect of your acid, as the pH is already changed and the acid action has slowed a lot. So remember, if and when you're using acids, the effective time period is going to be around 20 to 30 minutes. And that's how long you will need to leave the acid on your skin. Now, acids that are high percentage, such as 30 to 40% and above, are really very concentrated. Now, their activity can continue for longer, so their action should be stopped at an appropriate time with use of a base rinse, whether it is baking soda and water or even a mild detergent cleanser. This will effectively halt the exfoliation action by raising the skin pH. Now, this is important because sometimes you may need to, for several types of hyperpigmentation, there is acidic or acid peels that are recommended, but you want to be careful when you're using a very high percentage of acids, and you want to stop them between maybe sometimes even less than 20 minutes as you start to get a sense of what is needed for your skin. So washing your skin with a cleanser of pH 5.5 or over 5.5 can slow or lessen the effect of your acid, because the acid must now deal with a higher pH level on the skin. So your skin pH is 5.5, and if you're using a cleanser that's over that, that cleanser is reducing or increasing the pH of your active that you had on your skin. The bigger the range difference, the more this will affect your acid action, especially in the case of acids at 2 pH or less. So if you use a high pH cleanser, you should wait 30 minutes before using a pH-dependent product to allow the skin to regulate its pH down to about 5.5. Or you could use an acidic toner to adjust the pH of the skin before applying the product. Now, most commercial astringents and toners contain high levels of irritants such as alcohols, witch hazel, menthols, mint oils, etc. So these should generally be avoided as they can damage the skin barrier. So you may want to use a toner to, if you want to adjust the pH of your skin, you want to use a toner that has lower levels of these components. But really, the best option is to use a cleanser with a pH of 5.5. Now, if you use a BHA product with 3.2 pH, then immediately apply a treatment product on top with 6.5 pH. The exfoliation skin of your BHA is reduced by 75%. So applying a higher pH to your pH-dependent acid will neutralize it sooner or stops its action at the point you added the higher pH product. So based on how much exfoliant activity you need, you can reduce the amount of time that the acid is on your face and wash off your skin with a cleanser that is pH 5.5, around pH 5.5. So that's great, but there are also other products outside of acids that are pH dependent that people normally use in their day-to-day life, right, on their skin. Now, one of them, which is vitamin C, is pH dependent also. Now, this is also an acid, but it is used more generally, more commonly than AHAs or BHAs. For good stability and effective action, a good ascorbic acid product is about 2.0 pH. Now, since vitamin C absorbs faster into the skin, you can generally have a shorter wait of about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's wrap up with some good general rules with pH and how to use them. The first one is use a mild, non-irritating, detergent-free cleanser with a 5.5 pH or lower. If your cleanser pH is higher than 5.5, wait 15 to 30 minutes after cleansing to use a low pH AHA or BHA or even vitamin C Or you could use a toner to acidify the skin first. Acids should be applied to freshly cleansed skin. Both acid percentage and product pH must be used to factor total effective acid amounts. If using AHA and BHA together, always apply AHA first after cleansing unless the BHA solution pH is equal to or lower than your AHA. In this case, apply the BHA first because it penetrates skin oils and will enhance AHA's effectiveness. Acids can be used in many different ways, which affect wait times. For example, if a 2% or 5% BHA product is used and rinsed off, wait until it is rinsed off to proceed with other products. BHA washes are less effective than leave-on products. If a 2% or 5% BHA product is applied and left on skin, but no AHA product is following, wait 30 minutes before applying next product. This allows the BHA to work at its most effective and exfoliate at optimal levels. Next, if a 2% or 5% BHA is applied and left on the skin before a rinse off AHA, you do not need to wait to apply the AHA if the pH of both products is similar and compatible. If you rinse the AHA off after 5 minutes of application over the BHA, you have also stopped the BHA action at 5 minutes. Both should have lower effective pH. If the AHA has a higher pH, it will also raise the pH of BHA, affecting its action also. If a 2% or 5% BHA is being left on the skin before you leave on AHA, you don't need to wait to apply the AHA. Apply BHA, then AHA, then wait a total of 30 minutes with both products layered, then proceed to next product application. This is assuming that both acids have a low pH. Now, do not apply a higher pH BHA before a lower pH AHA. The higher pH product will hinder the lower pH product. Wait 30 minutes before both acids, applying the lowest pH first. Remember, acids go from pH 1 through pH 7 in that increasing order. So the one that has the lower pH has to go in first, and the one with the higher pH goes on next. If using a higher BHA after a lower AHA product, apply lower pH AHA first. Wait 30 minutes for it to work, then apply higher pH BHA on top and wait 30 minutes for the BHA to work. Then apply other products on top. If you need to rinse products off sooner than 30 minutes to shorten activity and lessen irritation, you can rinse with water before proceeding on to the next step. If using a high-strength BHA or AHA at strong professional peel level strengths, you will need to neutralize product with baking soda and water and rinse off before proceeding to your next step. So remember, always apply low pH before high pH. Remember, for hyperpigmentation, acids are a totally viable option and can really help your skin discoloration to be reduced by creating a gentle exfoliation action and by renewing the rate at which your new cells are formed. Use the pH rule, go lower first and then higher, and make sure that you're using good quality, clean ingredients as you're putting them on your skin. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to us at info@iuno.bio, and we're happy to help you answer any questions regarding your skin exfoliation, your pH, or any other skin questions you might have. Thank you.